Hi everyone, this is Mattie Dionne. Today I want to talk about the power of words. Words have a lot of powers, and subconsciously we tend to choose certain words when we talk about things. So today I just want to take a short video to talk about how important it is for us to be retrain or retrain our mind to be more intentional and to be more mindful and to choose the right words to shift our mind and towards something that's more positive and constructive and productive. Let's get right into it. So our subconscious mind often is reflected in our commonly used words. In other words, can you just imagine we can use words to rewire our brain? How can we do it? We can easily to put a notebook by your bed or by your nightstand if you have a nightstand, and you can use the notepad and to write out things that you want to see yourself to make those changes. For example, I am confident, right? So even though right now you don't feel like you're confident, but by writing it out on the notepad right before you go to sleep, that will be the first thing that your subconscious mind will process. And so when you're doing this practice, eventually, even without going through the hypnosis, you'll be able to start to see that your mind is starting to shift and starting to feel differently when it comes to confidence, when it comes to self-worthiness, when it comes to being creative. For example, there are just numerous of things that you want to rewire your brain. So using that approach can be very effective for those who don't want to go out and find a practitioner to really use other tools and approaches and strategies. So there are different ways to do it, but this is one way that you can do it right now after this video. So I would suggest you to see if you want to take some time and experiment it. And don't take my words for it. You have to do it, test it out, and see it for yourself. And of course, it's not going to change overnight. But again, you make it as a present tense and you do it every night before you go to sleep. Meaning, right after you finish the writing, you will go to sleep. You're not going to watch TV, you're not going to play with your phone, you're not going to do anything. So that's the key. Limiting beliefs and negative words. So, limiting beliefs are always linked to many negative words that we are not even aware of. So, why is that? Because it's becoming part of our vocabulary and we use it on daily basis. Of course, we won't know that we are saying something that will contribute to our belief system. We basically reinforce it every single day. That's what we call we brainwash ourselves, right? Whether it's somebody else brainwash us or we brainwash ourselves, regardless, we are not aware of those words. So until we take a step back to reflect on how we talk, we won't be able to make the change unless you are taking some additional help or approach to change the way your subconscious is being wired. And Mother Nature is very, I will use the term very intuitive. The Mother Nature picks up on energies, flowers, trees, water, right? The molecules will change based upon how we feel. Our energetic field will affect them. And when we say certain words, the molecular structures actually change, based on what words that we say to the water. Somebody actually did the experiment a long time ago in Japan, so you can Google that. So again, power of words, whether you say something good or bad, regardless, it has its own vibrational frequency and really affects how we think and how we behave and how we respond to things and situations. So is there a cognitive way to shift our mind, which I think I said it earlier? Yes, and yes, and yes. One tool that I promote and I share with a lot of people will be the mental bank, which is the one that I talked about earlier. To get a notepad, do it every night before you go to sleep. You write down something that is positive in present tense, like an affirmation, and then you do that every single night. Don't even skip a night. And you don't have to recite it. You just have to write it out. Because writing also reflects your subconscious mind as well. So when I have a client coming in and have that person just to write on a blank piece of paper to tell me what he or she really want to accomplish, and you will start to see the writing starting to shift and change towards the end of the page. You will start to see the true subconscious mind, what the subconscious is truly telling you. Because at the beginning, we can put up with a facade, we can project on what we want people to see us on the outside, not necessarily on the inside, but then the subconscious eventually will come up to the surface as you continue to write. That's why writing helps to re-anchor what we really want to make those changes by doing writing. So mental bank works. Of course, EFT, emotional freedom technique, is also a very powerful tool that you can help somebody to shift, basically shift how you feel and shift how you think and how you feel, and also anchor something new with the new association with the emotional response. You can do that with EFT without doing hypnosis. I've seen some amazing changes in the past on some of the clients. So I think that it's a wonderful tool, but it's just totally up to you what tools you want to use. And it's not only limited to those two things that I just mentioned. There are a lot more tools out there. So again, you just have to take the action and do it and see it for yourself. Powerful beginning of each sentence. So when we take the time out and really take a step back and reflect on how we talk, how we start each sentence that we speak, how we talk to people, how we talk to our family, our customers, our colleagues, random stranger, or a response to watching some video and your editorial comments about the video, whatever that you are feeling, watch how often that you will start a sentence saying something like, I don't like it, I don't want it, I'm afraid, I hate. These are very powerful words. Basically, whatever you want, you counteract by saying, I don't. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it to happen. It has the fears embedded to your words. So it is important to start to notice, pay attention to what you say, be more intentional, be more mindful, and you're starting to notice and catch yourself often, not necessarily at the beginning, but eventually you will be able to catch yourself more frequently. Then you can do the mental bank or use other tools that of your choice to shift your mind, because training your mind is very intentional, just like picking out what clothes that you want to wear. Think about what you want to cook for supper, or making any decisions, pretty much. But you talk about something more personal will be really what kind of makeup you wear for ladies, for everybody, what kind of clothing that you want to pick, how you're match, what shoes, what tops, or shirts or whatever. You're intentional when you make those decisions. So when you talk about words, what words you want to say, how you want to say things to people, your attitude, your tone of voice, your intention, right? So that's why being intentional is very important, especially when it comes to using words, okay? Be mindful of the choice of your words. So here are some of the good examples that I always want people just to take a look as an example. This is not the end, okay? This is not end or be all. There are a lot more different, wonderful, powerful words that you can start to implement, okay? It's up to you, right? So I am, it's a really powerful phrase that I will use. I will say I am that I am when I'm doing the meditation, always, especially when I get very distracted. I have to use that to bring myself back to center, which happened to be this morning. I have so many thoughts this morning, my hamster just never stopped, and I have to keep on doing that almost on a repeated loop in my head. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am, to the point where I'm finally able to calm down in my mind And so it works for me. Obviously, I'm not saying like you have to do that. I'm just suggesting that's one way to do it. I'm worthy, I'm capable, I'm creative, I'm lovable, I am love, I'm strong, and so forth. So the I am is very important. So remind as a reminder, when we say our occupation, we often will say I'm a teacher, I'm a housewife, I'm a husband, I'm a bus driver, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, you know. This goes back to what I previously talked about in my previous videos. I mentioned it multiple times. We are not the stuff. When I said that before, I am not my body, I'm not my mind, I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my emotions. I meant it because those are just exterior things that is apart from who we truly are, which is we are all the spiritual divine being. Okay, we are the spirit residing in this vessel. So instead of saying I am a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a teacher, I will be saying like I teach children for a living. I hypnotize people for a living. I help people to achieve their goals for a living. And my occupation is doctor. My occupation is teacher. Instead of saying I am a teacher, like, no, you're not. But unfortunately, because this is kind of like ongoing since the inception, I guess, with the English language itself, if you think about the history of it from Latin going to English. So the evolution of the language and how we perceive and what we say, how we say things, I know it's not easy, but I'm just pointing out something that is quite obvious for me to share this with you. I'm not my car. Can't say I'm my car, you know. I'm not my chair or my couch or my lazy boy. No, I am the I am. I'm who I am in the essence of God, right? That's part of the God, you know, creation. So I am that beautiful being, perfect being. Everything else is just, I will call them tools, something that can help me to be able to fulfill my higher purpose here on this earth. So just keep in mind, using I am is it's a tricky one. If you're not careful, you will start to notice like, okay, I think I'm saying something that's not necessarily very conducive. Now I want, that's easy one, right? I want success, I want financial freedom, which a lot of people want to, me too, okay? I want a happy family, I want love, I want a puppy or puppies, etc., etc. Okay, so I want, okay? So basically, you're trying to really keep track of how you say things without using the word don't, because that almost like cancel out what you really want. I like good people, kind people. I like being around nature. I like being appreciated. I like being valued. I like being respected, and so forth. So you want to express what you want, what you love, what you like, and you focus on that side more often. I'm not telling you not to say don't, no. It's almost impossible in the world that we're living in. We will have to use the term, but I'm just saying like when you're expressing more like on the personal level, at least on the personal level, watch how you say it, because when you say those things that I don't like it, pay attention to how you feel in your body. If you're becoming more in tune to your body, meaning if you do enough, for example, meditation practice, you'll become more in tune and you'll be able to tell when you say certain words. If I say something like, I hate it, okay? I freaking hate this guy, he just cut me off, okay? If I do that, my energy shifted and I can feel the congestion. Most likely the congestion is on my solar plexus and my heart chakra, okay? So because I'm sensitive enough to be able to notice the shift. So it is important for us to become more in tune to our body and internally. That's why doing the daily practice when it comes to meditation is important. Even just a small amount of meditation each day can help you to become more in tune with your body. If you don't like that, you can try yoga nidra, also bringing your mind to become more mindful and in tune and connect to your body and sensations. Okay, so words, your body responds, how you feel all together. When you're able to become more in tune and connect to all that, you're starting to notice to change how you feel and change your way of thinking, your belief system, rewire your subconscious will become a lot more easier. I'm not saying you don't need to do the work. You have to do the work. You cannot just tell people to say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, but I don't want to do anything. I just want to buy an app and pay a personal trainer. That personal trainer got to do all the work for me and I will lose 50 pounds. It ain't going to happen. You're training the body, training anything. Practice makes permanent. Again, going back to that piece, practice makes permanent. Okay, I love, now this is a powerful one. I love when you are saying more frequently with this word love, whether you're truly feeling it or not, but when you are able to connect the love to something that you genuinely love, whether you love uh, working out. Okay, you like to I love going to the gym. I love apple pie. I don't care what you love, but when you're able to connect to that love, what you love, when you say that more frequently, it opens up your heart chakra. Believe it or not, that word is so powerful. So again, this is a very cognitive level of work, but yet because of the words hold so much of power and vibrational frequency, when you choose the higher vibrational frequency words, you will start to shift your energy without you realizing. Eventually, you will start to notice there's a difference when you say something that is more positive versus negative, because your body will tell you so. Okay, I love singing, I love dancing, so affirm. Affirm is also very powerful, or declare. Sometimes I will have to use the word declare. That's my word. To make the declaration is a very powerful thing when you really claim or reclaim your personal power, when you want to say like, I declare this is my time, this is something that I'm passionate about, that I am making my effort and my commitment to do whatever it takes, without hurting anybody, obviously, to do whatever it takes to achieve my goal, to serve my higher purpose. So when you affirm, when you declare to the universe, this is something that you are passionate, that you're motivated, you are making commitment to do so, that can anchor that energy. It's really a powerful word as well. But of course, at the end of the day, you make your decisions on what words to use. You are the one who will be able to see and feel the consequences and the response within you. And eventually it will be on the outside as well. There's a very good book. It's called Change Your Thoughts and Change Your Life. This book is one of my favorite books by Dr. Dyer. So if you have a chance to read that book, please read up on it. And if you've read it before, you probably will want to go back again. This is one of the books I always would go back and as a great reminder. So check it out. The power of your thoughts and power of your words. It's amazing. It's amazing how many things in our world that actually able to allow us to, don't like that word, but to manipulate that, right? When you know how things are being created, being manifested, know the key, know everything is all about vibrational frequencies, and know that words can change the vibrational frequency, then you can utilize that as a tool to shift your vibration and shift your mind as well. It's pretty amazing. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video today. My name is Mattie Dionne, and If you want to check out on some of the upcoming workshops and group healing sessions, go to my Ko-fi website. I have it on the description box as well. You see the website link here. And if you want to schedule a private session with me, please go to oneloveonemind.org. Here you can see the website, and also you can go to my description. You will find my information, as well as my email contact will be mattiedionne@outlook.com. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and watch this video, and I'll see you next time in the next one. Bye.